Hello guys, welcome to Edustart now. This is Nikhil. So before starting my session, I would like to announce you that we have also started offline courses in our office. So if anyone interested, so you can please check out in the comment section. We have shared you a form. Please do fill that form, and also we have given a contact. You can please do contact to that number. So in the previous videos of our YouTube, we have shared all these things. So if you want to avail offline classes of mine, so you can please do that. So now content for the day 6. Quick recap of day 5, conditional statements and loops. So let's see very basics of loops today, and tomorrow we'll see complete loop concept. So now quick recap of day 5. We have seen set data type, we have seen methods of set data type, dictionary data type, methods of dictionary data type very clearly. So hope we have seen everything yesterday in the previous class. Now let's see what is called conditional statements. So if else, elif, so how to pass user input, and then validations. We'll see validations. So let me just open Python IDE. So now guys, what is exactly called as something called conditional statements? A statement that is executed based on a condition. So what I mean to say, a decision, it's also called as decision making. You make a decision based on some condition. Suppose think that in your college or in your class there are 100 people. You want to make them based on the groups. That means you want to separate them based on the grades or mark grades they have scored. Suppose people who are scoring more than 70, they are A grade. Who are scoring 50 to 70, B grade. Some who are scoring less than 50, they are fail. Suppose think that this is the scenario. So how do you separate them based on it? So there was a criteria called marks. Based on the marks, if the condition is satisfying, then you will put on the you will try to separate them in the groups. So this is nothing but a conditional statement that is being executed based on some condition. Okay, you can say you can taking a decision or taking a decision based on some condition is nothing but conditional statement. So in Python it is not new. In Python we have seen in C, C++, Java, all these things. If, else, else if we have seen, right? In Python we have something called elif. So we have seen all this already, but let's see how do we make it in Python, because we are new to Python, coding in Python, but we have seen all these concepts previously. So let's write down this. I'm just opening file, new file. So I'm writing a code. See guys, I'll just say a equal to 10. What I said, a equal to 10. I said print. Okay, this is the way you write. If a, you need to give parenthesis a. It is not mandatory parenthesis. You can say condition a is double equal to 10. What do you mean by double equal to? It is just like equivalence operator. That means you are trying to check whether a is equal to 10 or not. So what is a equal to 10? You are assigning a value called 10. The difference between double equal to and equal to is, double equal to means you are checking whether a is equal to 10 or not, and a equal to 10 means you are trying to assign a value called 10 to the a. So this is the difference. Now what I said, I have given a colon. What is this? Colon. So after that, when you come down, you would see something called indentation. This is called indentation. You can press tab. There is something called tab tab in your system, right? So just press tab here, it will come here. I will explain, don't worry. What is this? Here guys, see, I said if a double equal to 10, if a is equal to 10, then I am just writing something called indentation. There is no flower brackets in Python. We have a flower brackets in C, C++, Java. So in Python we don't have any flower brackets. Instead of flower brackets we have something called indentation. Okay, the syntax is if a condition colon and then indentation. What do you mean by indentation? Indentation means whatever you are writing inside it, that means it is a part of that if condition, the condition that, okay, it is nothing but a part of the condition. You see, this print statement is part of if condition. So that is the meaning of it. So what I mean to say, indentation is there in Python. We don't have in other languages. Indentation is there in Python. I mean, indentation we say in Python. Okay, it is nothing but you need to just press tab button. There is something called tab button, right? You just need to say tab button. Okay, so I just need to run this. If I want to run it, I need to go here, run, then run module. It will ask me to save. Okay, I can save with any other file name, desktop day 6. I want to replace it with this. Yes. So now you see the output. Output is true. What is this? Output is true because a is equal to 10, right? So a is equal to 10. That's why my output is true. So hope you understood, right? This is a very simple program which we have seen. So this is a program which is a very basic explanation of your conditional statement. Okay, you are just checking condition. If it is true, you are trying to print it. Let's see some more example of that. So I'm just making, this is quotation. What is this? This is called comment. If you want to give multi-line comment, triple quotation is nothing but multi-line comment. So here we are not assigning any value, just giving comment. Comment means triple quotation. Okay, so now let's see something called like this. A equal to, I'm taking a list 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. So you see guys, if 1 in A, what I mean to say, if 1 in A, print existing. Okay, else print not existing. So what do you mean by this? That means you are trying to check whether an element is existing in your list or not, in your sequence or not. I'm just checking if it is there inside it, then you are printing existing, else it's not existing. So when your if condition will be executed, and the condition is true, then if statement will be executed. The statement inside your if will be executed. What is else? If the statement is false, then else will be executed. Hope you understood, right? So now if I run this, for running I need to go here, run module, or you can press F5 key. There is something called F5. You see that it is existing because 1 is there, right? Let's see 10. Let's see 10. 1 is there, that's why it is giving us existing. Let's see 10 and check it out. Run module, and okay, is it existing? No, 10 is not there in this list, right? So this is the way you also take something called whether an element existed in your list or not. This is nothing but identity. In is nothing but an identity operator. Okay, now let's check out something called user input. How do we give the user input? And then validation. So guys, let's see something like this. How do you give a user input in Python? User input, because I said in the previous first example, I said you I'll just say example 1. This is nothing but single line comment. What is this? Single line comment. So this is nothing but example 2. So this hope you got it, right? So I have just given example 1 and an example 2. So now let's see example 3. So what is an user input? User input is nothing but input that we are expecting from the user. So I'm just saying A equal to input of enter the input. You can give any enter method. Enter the input. Okay. So this is the way you pass the input from the user. Okay. So from the user, if you want to pass any input, okay, this is the way you pass the input from the user. So let's see. So now you see I want a int input, integer input. What I need to say? Int of input. What is this? Int of input. This is the way you are taking a integer input from the user. For the integer input, if you want to say, you can pass like this. So This is same like your scanf function, guys. It is same like your scanf function in your C. So you are taking a user input. I will just say user name, a list equal to user name. Okay, let's see a small program first, then let's check it out. So instead of a, let's take something called user name. What is this? USR. USR is a some variable which we are asking him to take some input. So I'll take one more list name, user name equal to 123, 256, 526. This is what my username. What I say, if USR in username, what is this? If USR in username, print access approved. What is this? Approved. Else print access denied. So what I did, I have just taken a small list and I have taken a user input. I am checking whether my user input is part of my user name list username. If it is there, I am just saying accept, access is approved, else it is denied. So now let's see, let's run this program. I can just type, okay, I can just write function fik. Okay, you see, enter the input, asking input 123. Yes, 123 is there, right? So 123 there, that's why my access is input. Let's take with one more example running. I'll take 236. Is it there? No, that's why it is giving access denied. You got it, right? This is a very small input. You know, this is what we learned. What it says, this is a user input. We pass a user input using input of enter the input. If you want to pass a float input, instead of here you write float. If you want to pass a complex input, write complex. If you want to write a string input, if you don't give also no problem, because by default in Python it will consider as a string input. Okay, you got it right, guys? So for string input you don't need to pass anything, it will consider it as a string input. So now we have seen 3 programs clearly. I will share these files, don't worry guys. So now let's see what is the next slide. Write a program to check whether a string is alphabet or digit. These are examples. This is some like assignment I am providing you. You have to check it and do it. So I think we have seen a very similar question like this. Okay, write a program in Python to check whether a string is alphabet or digit. We know is alpha, is digit. I have just given a clue. Using that you check whether a string is a digit or alphabet. You need to pass the user input, boys. User input, okay, you need to pass the user input. And one more question, write a program to check the divisibility of a number. So check, suppose an element or the input whatever you are passing is divisible by 5 or not. Using this if condition in Python, you need to check that. That is again an assignment. Third thing, check the identity of an element in the list. So we have seen a similar program here. So now instead of username and password, along with username and password, you also check password. You also username, you also check password. Take the user input as password, given a user list of password, check whether username and password both are existing. Only if they are existing, then you can give the access approval. So hope you understood this question. These questions are for your practice. So it is for assignment like you, please try to do that. So now let's see something called loops. Okay, now let's see something called loops. I may not be explaining you complete loops today, possibly. I'll just explain you very basic of loop, and we'll continue this class tomorrow. Okay, guys. Okay, so now let's see what is called loops. So I'll just save it as file 2. File 1 we have seen, file 2 day 6. I'll share to you. So now let's see what is called loops. And what is a loop? It is not a very new concept in Python, guys, because it's already there in other languages, and it is not a very new concept in Python. So loop in Python, let's see what is the loops in Python. There are a lot of explanation for loop, loop, for loop and all. So what is we have how many types of loops in Python? We have for and while. We have for and while loops. Okay, so let's see what is the difference between for and while loop, and let's see how do we write the programs. So loop means there are a lot of explanations. I'll give a very simple and understandable explanation. If you want to repeat an action for multiple times, okay, an action that is been repeated for multiple times, okay, that is nothing but a loop, iteration of an element, okay, an element that is been iterated multiple times. Okay, so there is nothing complex in loops. Loops are very important, and again it is very easy. Okay, loops are very important in Python, because for a fresher who wants to get a job, if you are very strong till the loops, you will easily crack any job. Okay, I mean, what I mean to say, loops are very important. Okay, if you are very strong till the loops, you can easily solve any kind of program till now which we have discussed. Okay, if you are very strong in the loops, you can able to solve any program till now concepts what we have discussed. So let's see the syntax of for loop. How do we write the syntax of for loop in Python? So for loop means for an iterative object, the iterative object in sequence, you do some statement. This is nothing but a for loop. Okay, this is nothing but a for loop in Python. So what means, for an iterative object in the sequence, you write some statement. So let's take some example, small example. You write in your C++, you say for I equal to 0, int I equal to 0, you say I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. So let's make that comparative to Python. How do we write it? So I'm just taking a list. Okay, sorry, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. I have 10 elements in the list. I have taken a list equal to 10 elements. I'll write for I in L, print I. What I am writing? For I in L, print I. That means I is nothing but an iterative object, L is nothing but a sequence. What is a sequence, guys? Sequence is like, it is having group of elements. It is not having a single element, it is having a sequence of elements. That's why for iterative object in sequence, print that iterative object. That is what I am doing. So initially excuse me, you see I is some element, was it is just like an object, any variable. You can keep k, you can keep your name, you can keep my name. So people are confused, why should I write only I? You can write whatever you want. It is an object that is pointing to the first element of your sequence. That is what you need to remember. I will be pointing to 1. Okay, in the initially I will be pointing to 1. Again after that it will iterate to 2, it will iterate to 3, it will iterate to 4, it will iterate to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After you complete the sequence, it will come out. This is nothing but a loop. You are trying to do a sequence, you are trying to do an action for multiple times. Okay, loop, what is you are doing? I is nothing but an iterative object which is pointing to the first element of the sequence. It tries to iterate from one element to other element until it ends the loop, until it ends the sequence. Okay, so what do you understood from this? For I in L, for any iterative object in L in a sequence, you are doing a statement. What statement you are printing? Print I. I am printing every time where that I is going, where is it iterating. If I run it, you check it out, guys. If I run it, what is the output I'll get? I'll get the same output, whatever you are expected. I'm just saving it as file 3. I'll save. Every time I need to save it, guys. File 3 underscore basics. I got output as 1 to 10. You understood, right? How simple it is in Python. You see, Python is, that's why it is called simple language. Am I writing very long or very big program? Very simple, 3 lines of program written. Just I said for I in L, just print. This is 2 lines of program, very simple program. I am getting all the output what I am expecting out. So first I will be going to 1, 2, 3, 4 till 10 it will iterate. Now tell me, what is the answer of this? What is this answer? If I run it, tell me. The answer is 1 2 3 4 to 10 and 10, because I will be at which position last. It will be first position 1, second position third, it will be first initial, it is been pointing to 1, then finally last till the end of the loop, the end of the list, it will be pointing to 10. That's why till here the answer is 1 to 10, then this print statement the answer is 10. You got it right? So that's why you will see the answer here. You got 2 10s, you got 2 10s, okay, in the last. So this is a very simple program. So let us discuss the concept tomorrow completely. Some examples also I'll give you, okay, some examples I'll give you. Try to practice it, okay. Practice is very important, okay. Thank you guys, thanks for the day.